I'm excited to have Troye with me here on the show today. Hey, Troye.
Hi, Tetris.
Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you too. What's going on?
Well, I am loving the show, and your character is a role a lot of us pop culture aficionados wish we had in a pop star's life. How was it to live our dream, man?
I mean, it was really fun. I know a few creative directors. I've dated a few, so I know them really well. I am also fully that person. I catch myself now, like, you know, on the press tour, for example, Lily's just like looking unbelievable at all times, of course. And so I'm like, you know, like the gay best friend that's like taking a million pictures of her all the time and stuff like that. I think it's just like a very natural role for me to slip into.
And the cast is amazing. The Weeknd, Lily Rose.
Honestly, one of the greatest like experiences of my life. You know, I am so thankful to have met her and to be able to, you know, call her like one of my best friends, purely from a talent point of view and from a professional point of view. I was inspired every single day by her, and it's just incredible.
And as a Blink, I was also so jealous of the scene with you, Lily, and Jenny. I mean, riding to the club. How was it working with our K-pop queens?
I mean, Jenny is so lovely. You know, the first day I met her, I'll never forget, we were just like making casual conversation. I think I was asking her about like her travel plans. I was like, oh, where did you come from? And she was like, oh, I flew in from wherever. And I was like, oh, nice, what were you doing over there? And she was like, well, I'm in a band, so we were, and I was like, girl, I know. Like, literally the entire planet knows that you're in a band.
The show also has some heavy undertones, following this dark side of pop stardom. Some are comparing it to like Britney Spears. So as a pop star yourself, does it hit close to home?
I mean, I definitely recognize a lot of the industry in the show, you know, the good and the bad parts. I think I see both. I also think this show is a great example of like what not to do as a pop star. And so I think for me, I've always said, number one most important thing is like my mental health and my physical health.
Troye, you know I'm such a fan of your music, so tell me what we have coming.
You definitely have a lot of new things coming. It's finally like at the point where it's finished, and I just got really overwhelmed with like joy and pride, and so it's a really nice time right now. But at the same time, I can't wait for everyone to hear it, and then, you know, it's a whole new chapter in the experience. So that's going to happen really soon.
Will some Idol cast members make an appearance?
I don't know.
We hope so. And you hinted at a breakup inspiring the music. Will this be a heartbreaking album?
I find it kind of pointless to make music that isn't vulnerable. So even in, you know, the most like joyous moments on this album, and then there's some straight up like rip your guts out sad, but I didn't want to make that the whole thing. So it's definitely not the vibe. You'll see. Those are definitely like the sort of the rarity on the album.
And I remember being amazed watching you premiere the Blue Neighborhood trilogy at a cemetery.
Oh, you were there. Yeah.
Yeah, and like what that meant for queer people at the time. Now with Kpop, Lil Nas X, and so many more, how do you feel about the landscape of queer music?
I mean, it's changed so quickly, and thank God. You know, I think that's a testament to Lil Nas and to Kpop and to Sam Smith. And now we're at this place where, you know, it's really just starting to feel like a much more fair and open playing field for everyone. And that's beautiful, you know, that's really exciting.
Love that. Well, thanks, Troye. Excited for music and the show.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you again.